Yo, what's poppin', my people? It's your boy Crooks the Great, aka CTG, and I'm back at you guys. Bro, get up. Yo, what's going on, my people? It's your big homie Crooks the Great, aka Big Unc Crooks, and today we're gonna be taking a look at how Martial Mind put the entire UFC 5 community on notice as being an elite level player. Now, in order to do so, we're going to be taking a look at his fight against Fidelity at ESFL 175. Now, if you guys didn't know about this event, this is an event that I myself was supposed to fight on. But although I wasn't able to fight on this card, I was a spectator, and I watched this fight live, and I seen so many things that Martial Mind was doing that really he doesn't get enough credit for. I feel like a lot of people kind of just think Martial Mind is, he's only good because he plays bum people, or he can't do it. He never plays in the ESFL, and that is the farthest thing from the truth. And in order to show you guys what I'm talking about, we're going to break down this fight right here. So as usual, I'm going to have the sound muted because Balin and Busey Rob are doing their commentary, and I don't want you guys to have to hear three voices in one video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get it started. All right. So here, Martial Mind is going to be using Max Holloway in the blue corner, and Fidelity is going to be using Ilia Topuria in the red corner. So we see here both guys using footwork. I like the leg kicks. That was the one thing that I noticed straight off the rip by Martial that he was doing, is using the leg kicks. Now, I really want you guys to pay attention to the type of movement that he's doing here, the type of patterns and the type of fight that he's already exhibiting here in the first round. He's taking his time. He's not walking forward and just trying to get into a firefight with Max Holloway. So there you see Fidelity pressing forward. Now, I want to pause it right here because this is about the fourth or the fifth leg kick that you've seen Martial Mind throw. Now, you guys might not pick up on this, but I did. At the beginning of the first round, that's really where you want to get a feel for your opponents. If you guys watch my streams, I talk about this a lot. This is something that I use. This is something that Romero and GOAT use as well, and any other elite level player. They take the first round, the beginning of the first round, to get a feel for what their opponent is trying to do, right? So you don't see him rushing forward like you would see a lot of players tend to do with Max Holloway. They try to get into firefights. He's taking his time, and then while he's getting the reads, he's setting up damage down low. Now, why this is super important is because you want to start to create that high-low mix-up. He's recognizing that Fidelity is moving a lot. He's not going to really be able to hit the body without taking a big amount of risk. So in order to kind of make up for that and compensate for not going down to the body, he's chopping at that leg. And the other thing that he's doing is he's also giving Fidelity something to have to think about when he's starting to engage. And that's what you really have to do against an Ilia Topuria player. You want to make them second guess trying to walk you down. Because a lot of Ilia Topuria players will do it. They'll try to walk you down and just stay in your face. But if you throw something to kind of threaten them with damage, they tend to just get a little bit, they give you a little bit of leniency with the movement. You know what I mean? So that's exactly what Martial Mind is doing here beautifully. And it's elite level stuff. You don't see this every day, let me tell you. Because people hate to work the legs in UFC 5, man. I'm telling you guys. So right there you see the nice footwork. And then he's using that push animation to throw that body kick. Now, what I'm really liking that I'm seeing here, and one of the things other than the leg kicks that I noticed, is I like how he's mixing up off-beat strikes. He's not just staying in one cadence, which is something that I use a lot and something that he actually broke down in my fight against Nas. He's throwing a lot of offbeat strikes to kind of keep Fidelity guessing as to when he's going to throw a heavy damaging shot. It's right there. You see that nice oblique kick. You see him taking his time. And now you see Nabality starting to close that distance. So I want you guys to notice what he's doing right here. That's why I paused it. You see Nabality realizes he's getting that leg kicked. He's starting to lose this first round. So what is he trying to do? He's making an adjustment by closing that distance. That's what players will do when you start to hit their legs. They will start to close that distance. They'll stay in front of you, especially guys with heavy power like Ilya. So what did Marshall do? He started to make his adjustment. He started to incorporate 2-punch combinations, 3-punch combinations. He's going high-low to the body. Now he's making his adjustments, and that's a beautiful read that he made. He forced Nabality to either play him from the outside or stand in front of him. Nabality made the adjustment by starting to pressure. So Martial Mind made the adjustment by starting to throw combinations off. Very, very high level stuff that if you don't know what you're looking at, you won't pick up on. And it's very, very telling of the type of player that Martial Mind is, that he's able to make these adjustments on the fly. Because if you're not an elite level player, you will not make these adjustments that fast. Right there's a nice combo by Nabality right there. You see Marshall's making that read. He's not rushing his combinations. He lands a nice 2-piece. And now Nabality sees that Marshall was landing those heavy damaging shots. So it forces him to back off. And now you see Marshall starting to apply a little bit of pressure because he realizes he's kind of got Nabality thinking. Nice oblique kick. He's not abandoning the leg kicks. You see him popping off that jab. Nice rear hook right there by Nabality. Kind of made Martial Mind back up though. Now the other thing that you see Marshall doing here is he's throwing a lot of jabs. He's using that jab as a range finder, right? And that's what I don't see a lot of people using right there as Nabality shot for a takedown that ended round 1. He started towards the end of that round really to utilize that jab as a rangefinder. You seen him double jab to get himself into the pocket. He's using that jab very, very nicely. And he's comboing off of it too. And that's going to keep Nabality kind of guessing as well. Because as we all know, if you play UFC 5 a lot, the jab is a setup strike. It can be a setup strike to throw in a fast stationary combination, or it can be used to throw the fast jab hook that everybody loves to throw in UFC 5. So something that's unique, even at the beginning of the second round, is you see Martial Mind, he's in southpaw here. Now this is going to open up that block counter if Nabality starts to throw a lot of lead hooks. You see Marshall switch back to orthodox. He's just giving him different looks, trying to see what Nabality is going to do if he switches to southpaw. But you see here, he's still popping off that jab, using the nice footwork. You see Nabality throwing off some feints, but he's taking a lot of. He's losing the battle, right? So when you're fighting off at this distance, especially when you've been having as much success as Marshall has had, players start to try to, they try to feint you to throw off your timing, right? And you don't see Marshall biting on it. He's not stepping forward. He's literally letting the feints happen, and he's keeping his range. And it's going to confuse Nabality even more because he never knows when Marshall is going to go. And this is something that elite level players do to confuse opponents. They start to mix up their timing. They might stay in your face for an entire round, piece you up, and then they start sitting back and they start switching up their timing. And you never know, like, hey, when is he gonna walk forward? Is he gonna throw a leg kick? Is he gonna go to the body? Is he gonna slip? And it starts to create more thoughts and more thoughts and more thoughts. And the more you think, the less you react. And the less you react, the more damage you take. So it's very, very high level stuff. And this is why I'm saying, Martial Mind really put the world on notice, the entire UFC 5 world on notice, that he's no slouch, man. I was very, very impressed with the way that he was fighting. Right there, nice double jab. Lowers that block down. You see him mixing in the nice two-piece combinations. You see Nabality starting to back himself up to that cage. And that is not where you want to be at with Max Holloway. Let me tell you. So right here you see Nabality's fighting back. And although Marshall's not getting a heavy amount of damage, he's really putting Nabality in a bad spot. Because now he's mixing in that nice three-piece. You see they're back to fighting inside the pocket. Nice takedown attempt, but nice denial right there by Nabality. Very, very clean work. Oh, nice lead uppercut. That was a good read. He knew Nabality was going to slip. I don't think he really anticipated him going down to the body, but that lead uppercut did the damage that he was looking for. It's right there, nice combo breaking through the block, and that's what I'm saying, man. That's tricky work. And look at him, just hopping in and out of the pocket, man. He's never standing there for Nabality to land clean shots. And you see, Nabality's starting to struggle a little bit. He's starting to slip prematurely, but he's not making the right reads. Right there, nice front kick. He has him chopped up against the fence. Ooh, that nice combo right there ended that second round. And I mean, right here, you could kind of see Marshall started to take over the fight, right? After that knockdown, you see Nabality kind of start to try to slip. He started moving his head to try to start using that slip meta. But even then, Marshall kept his composure like elite level players do. They keep their composure. They wait to see what their opponent is going to do, the adjustment that they're going to try to make. And then they react accordingly to what they're giving them. So very, very clean work right there in the second round. And you could sense around this time, even watching it live, how the fight started to really swing in favor of Marshall. So right here you see Nabality walking forward with Ilya. But you see him moving his head a lot because now Marshall's got him scared to throw a lot in the pocket. Right there, nice, beautiful jabs. Ooh, double jab into a four-piece. Clean work. Ooh, that jab straight. And that's what it is. That's why you use that jab as a range finder. If you can hit them with the jab and then they walk through it, you go bam, jab straight, or I think he went jab straight, lead hook straight. That combo was sick and it was fast as hell. So I'm saying offbeat combinations, Marshall got him. It's very, very impressive work, man. And this is why I do a lot of the breakdowns for you guys, because you guys might not notice this live, right? And this is a very, very, I love for people to learn how to play the game the right way. And the way that Marshall is playing right here is really the way you want to be playing if you're trying to be an elite level striker. See him feinting, nice straight, interrupted just a little bit of that combo. Ooh, nice slip. Ooh, that slip hook or that counter hook was coming. Nice straight, interrupted that combo. And now you guys see here, Marshall is starting to apply a lot of pressure. And I'm gonna pause it right here. And why he's starting to apply a lot of pressure is because now, even if he trades with Ilya, with Max, Marshall, he's gonna win. He's gonna win the trade. He is. So he's not afraid of the power coming back with Ilya now because he's lowered that head health down. And that's why you see Marshall starting to pour on the pressure. He's mixing in two-piece combinations. He's still popping off that jab, mixing in two-piece. He's interrupting with the straight. And all of that is coming because he's lowered that chin health enough to where he feels comfortable with, hey, you know what? I can take one to give one, and I'm going to win the exchange every single time. This is something that I do a lot of, man. It's something that you guys see GOAT 1099 doing as well. He loves to hurt you and then put pressure on you. Right here, you see both guys. You see Fidelity still faking. That block's getting lowered down. Nice jab. And look, now he's just getting trapped with the feints. And now there it goes. There's a combo. He hurts him. That block is done. But notice how Marshall isn't headhunting. He's still throwing down to the body too, like right there. Then coming back up to the head. He's not rushing that finish. He's taking his time. Ooh, nice little uppercut right there by Fidelity, but he gets knocked down right there. And now it's in a ground and pound scenario. He's hurt. Marshall's going to be able to get the job done right there with the crispy, clean ground and pound with Max Holloway. I mean, just overall, a beautiful performance. And he really put the entire community on notice. All of you guys that thought that Marshall Mine was not an elite level player, I mean, it's just the farthest thing from the truth, man. It really, really is. This dude literally put on a masterclass of striking. Like, he did everything that you would want to do if you're trying to be an elite level striker. And what I took away from this was, I mean, anybody that questioned Marshall Mine, he's an elite level player, yo. He really, really is. I mean, he might lose to some of the best. I know he lost to Nas, and you've seen him lose to myself. He might lose to Romero, but don't get it twisted. This dude is an elite level player who will wash you if you give him the opportunity to. I'm telling you. But let me know what you guys think of this fight. Did you guys think, hey, you know what? Marshall Mine did a great job. Is there things that you guys saw that I didn't break down in this video that he did really, really well? And let me know overall. Do you guys think Marshall Mine is an elite level player, or am I tripping? Let me know in the comment section. But that's it for the video, people. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to slap that subscribe button as well as slap that like button. It'd be much appreciated. But until next time, take it easy, be safe, enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And I'll see y'all in the next video, though.